Welcome to the Distance Relative Podcast. I'm your host, Kel. I'm with my host, Mel. We got a
Yo,
variety of topics to talk about today. Music, sports, current events. Thank you for coming here.
hey,
Enjoy the show.
hey, and our takes is our takes. We ain't the most professional in the world. We just like to get in here and talk and laugh and have fun. And we also like to entertain and we also like to educate all at the same time. So don't take our takes to the bank. Just listen and enjoy and then give us your feedback. Let us know what y'all agree with. Let us know what y'all disagree with, man. And to all the relatives out there, we appreciate y'all for tapping in.
All right, so on today's episode, we want to talk to you guys about Kanye West and like our personal opinions on Kanye West. Like, like what he means to the culture and his downfalls, his triumphs, and like why he's one of the greatest, not just hip hop artists of all time.
And in my opinion, he is the greatest artist of all time. Now, some of y'all might hear that and think, nah, it's this person. Nah, it's this person. It can't be this person. But I think at the end of this, when you hear everything that we have to say about him, I think y'all will see where we coming from and this might sway y'all opinion a little bit. But, you know, we'll see.
Most definitely. Like, I'm gonna start it off like you just gotta go back to how he to me he has one of the greatest stories in hip hop though. Like he done
Right.
lived like a lifetime. Like it's crazy like the amount of like work he done did. Like man, I even like how like he started off like if you a Kanye fan, you listen to like Freshman Adjustment and stuff like that. Like that shit was worth its weight in gold. Like just like Kanye West make you want to believe in yourself. Like how back in the day, like when he was like just trying to get signed and stuff, and everybody doubting him. Like even his style back then, like Kanye was coming in game rocking polos and this and that. Polo always been hot, but he made it hotter. And people doubted him
Right.
just how he looked. And like he just, I mean, I'm a little bit older than Mel, but like back in the day, like he just did not look. And Mel probably says the same thing. He does not look like any other rapper at that time. Like nobody.
Right. He had his own and the whole thing about Ye is he had his own style from the get go. From the start of it, he always that's that and that goes into his overall artistry because his style was so different. Like he thinks different, he dresses different, he acts, you know what I'm saying? Like because he just got a different way that he sees the world and how he sees things. It's like so even with the album covers, like look at the different album covers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he shows you his artistry even in this album cover. Like to me, still to this day, like the the graduation album cover is just like the best album cover to me. I just love that artwork. You know what I'm saying?
It's like never been done before. Like the artist he went through to for that, like it took like from what I understand, like anybody could correct me if I'm wrong though. Like I remember reading the story a long time. It took like months just to make the album cover. It's like
Yeah, I
very
mean, it looked
unique.
like it. You could see, and if you just go and look at it, you could see like the small little intricate details in it, like how like the bear is dressed like how he dressed, but he's like wearing his chain. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
it's like the little like it's just super dope. And if you, I don't know if y'all remember, but I really remember during that time. I remember like all the videos that he had during that time. Like that just even shows you like the creativity. Like I think that album was just like the peak of like Kanye's creativity, and it was on full for all of us to see. Like I'll give you an example, like the Good Morning video. the whole thing is a cartoon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the whole thing is the cartoon, and it's just super dope. You know what I'm saying? And then you take that, and then you look at the Good Life video with him and T Pain, and it's kind of like the whole thing is like a drawing. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like he just his creativity is just through the roof. Like so, but let's go back to the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Let's take it back and let's walk y'all all the way through. So y'all, of course, y'all know, but people who don't know, Kanye West started off as a producer, and he produced for Jay-Z, um, really like a lot of the
Rockefeller
Black
Ranch.
album,
Yeah.
yeah, the lot of the Black album and Blueprint. A lot of that was recorded. I mean, produced by Kanye. So how he tells the story is people would just turn down his beats. You like he'll give Common some beats, or he'll show Common a beat, and Common to be like, "Nah, I'm cool on it." He like, "Bro, I got this super dope beat. Well, I think it's dope. But the person I made it for, they not feeling it. So what I'm gonna do with it? You know what I'm saying?"
Yeah.
And then it was to the point where it's like he would be in the studio with these different artists, and he'll be rapping, and they'll be like, "Ah, that's cool, but where the beats at?" Because his beats was super dope. So that's another thing that he had to overcome. He had to overcome that stigma of being a producer, quote unquote,
Mm-hmm.
and he had to be taken seriously as a rapper. So he really had to come with it. That's why you see on his first couple albums, like the rapping was just top tier to go along with the beats, because like they say, like you got something to prove. Like yes, like he was rapping like he had something to prove. You know what I'm saying?
He had like a really big like chip on his shoulder, And
Absolutely.
man,
And then
he paid the way for a lot of people.
right, and then when you think about the fact that he almost lost his life in that car accident, and then he had a new lease on life after that. He was like, all right, you know what? I can't doubt myself no more. I can't sit back and think, man, I probably could do this. I probably could do that. Like, man, I just got to go for it. And if I'm feeling it, I just got to go for it. And it worked. You know what I'm saying? Because he had all these ideas in his head, but like a lot of us do, a lot of us just have these ideas. We got these plans. You know what I'm saying? We got all these things that we want to do, and we mapped it out in our head. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it makes perfect sense to us, but for whatever reason, for whatever reason, we just haven't. You know what I'm saying? Like, just think, like, use us for an example.
Mm-hmm.
We was talking about doing this podcast thing for a while. We had all these ideas. We was gonna do this and talk about this and talk about that. But until you put it in motion, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It means nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You'll never know how great you are. You'll never know where you can be at in life. You just gotta go do it. Sometimes you're gonna fail. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you're gonna slip and fall sometimes. But it's the fact that you got out there and you did it, because if you don't, then you just gonna be constantly in your head thinking of what could have been, what you should have did. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's one of the reasons I think we all connected with Kanye the way we did, because he just he just really painted that picture of like, bro, believe in yourself. And
Exactly.
it was him. He said it one time. I can't really remember where I saw this at. It was an interview he did with somebody, but it was like he said, like, if you're a fan of Kanye West, then that means you're a fan of yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's one of my favorite that's like my one of my favorite interviews by him, man. He went in on that one.
Right. Right. And like, and it sums it up so beautifully, because Ye got this stigma around him that, you know what I'm saying, he's just cocky, he's arrogant, nobody loves Kanye like Kanye loves Kanye. It's like, but it's like a lot of that is just confidence, because you have to constantly prove yourself, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been telling y'all this is hot. I've been telling y'all this is the way. But me telling y'all not gonna listen. So let me do it. And then when y'all gonna come back to me and be like, bro, you was right. You know what I'm saying? So of course, he got a little big headed because he probably got annoyed with people constantly, you know what I'm saying, doubting him, constantly overlooking him. So he constantly having to prove himself, you know?
Yeah,
So
that cockiness
a
would
lot of
drive
us
him.
would develop that. Say what?
I think the cockiness would like drives him. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
just like look
Mm-hmm.
at any athlete, like anybody who's been doubted and stuff like that. Like he's like the hip hop's Ocho Cinco. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, man. So college dropout. So I remember, if I'm not mistaken, you can do a fact check on this if you want. But I think college dropout came out in '04.
Yep. Oh four.
That sound about right?
That's right. That's on the head.
So '04. So I was still young at the time. I was a kid. I was like 8 years old. But I remember hearing that because my pops, he was a big fan of Common.
Mm-hmm.
Like, my pops was a huge Common fan or whatever, and he put me onto that. So it was the one joint on that album, the Get 'Em High joint
Classic.
with Talib Kweli, Kanye, and Common. And my pops, he loved that joint. Like, he would play that. Like, that was the one on that album that he just loved. But so since he had the album, he would play it. You know what I'm saying? Whenever he wasn't listening to the same song over again, we would let the whole thing rock. And I'm just like, bro, I like this dude. You know what I'm saying? I was like, bro, this, you know what I'm saying? Like, he nice.
Yeah.
And then, we would get on the computer or whatever, and then I would just Google his name.
Mm-hmm.
Google Kanye West, and I would just go through and I would just look at pictures and you know what I'm saying, like read little quotes and stuff he was saying. I was like, bro, I kind of like this dude's personality. And back then we had 106 in Park and all that. So I saw him on the he was doing an interview with somebody, and I saw him. I was just like, bro, it's something about this dude. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what it was. I couldn't put my finger on it. I was like, bro, it's something about this dude. Like, you know how they say like I guess in like sports or with anything, you be like, man, this dude got the it factor.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or when you see somebody and you be like, bro, he just ain't got it. Like, I don't even know what it is. He just ain't got that it. Like, and I was looking at him, I'm like, bro, he got it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever that is. And I probably couldn't even articulate this back when I was like 8, 9 years old, but I knew. I'm like, bro, you know what I'm saying? He got it. And then fast forward a year or two, when late registration came out,
Whew.
man, I was so I don't know if you remember this or if the people out there listening remember this, but you remember when MTV Jams, they used to play the videos or whatever, and they used to have a jam of the week.
Yeah. That man, I miss MTV. MTV Jam different now though. I don't think they play music like that. It's like BT Jams and some shit like that, and they got weird shit.
But yeah, so MTV Jam of the Week was Heard 'Em Say with yeah. So, but that video, I don't know if y'all remember this, but he got two different videos for that song.
Yeah, the department store one and the cartoon one, I believe.
Exactly. One is like a cartoon, and the other one is like the homeless kids they in the department store.
Mm-hmm.
And when I just saw like the one with the kids in the department store, it's like just the story behind just that video. I knew right then. I'm like, bro, this dude is a genius. You know what I'm saying? Like like the way his mind thinks. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you hear it in the music, but then he shows you in a way that's like, okay, bro, Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like when y'all brainstorming on something and somebody say something crazy and they like, bro, just trust me. I just feel like I've never been in the studio with Kanye, but I just feel like that's what it's like in the studio with him. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he'll just say the most craziest off the wall thing, and everybody looking like, bro, what, you know what I'm saying? I don't know about that. He just like, bro, just trust me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, like his his artistry, his creativity is just through the roof. And I think he showed you that, like I said, with the music, with the videos, but then he showed you that with his fashion too. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of us, like we probably don't wear the stuff that he be designing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, not at all, but he made that shit hot. You know.
But look, you know what I'm saying? Look at the success of the clothing line. Look at the success of the shoes. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's a lot of them shoes I don't like. A lot of them shoes I wouldn't wear. But then I'll see a pair every now and again. I'll be like, damn. Like, okay. And speaking of shoes, like I know him and Nike, you know what I'm saying? I know they fell out or whatever. He with Adidas now. But I really like the Nike Yeezy.
Yeah, them shits was like impossible to get, man.
Oh yeah,
You
you
gotta
know,
sell
you
your
what
soul for
you
them.
regular person, you probably wasn't getting them.
Yeah.
But I like them joints. Them joints was nice.
Yeah.
I'm not so much of a fan of the Adidas ones. Like I said, there's a couple that I'm like, yeah, that's dope. But I like the Nike ones. The Nike was dope. But that's another thing. It's like, bro, it's like he just got these ideas. And like, imagine him, like you sitting, like him and his homies, they just sitting around having a round table. He like, you know what? I'm gonna get with Nike and I'm gonna make my own shoe. They probably looking at him like, bro, you're not no athlete. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
like Nike gonna do shoes with athletes. They're an athletic company. He like, nah, like I'm gonna make my own Nike shoe. like it's like, bro, the how far fetched the shit sound when he said it's like, nah, like he just got one of them minds. It's like, bro, and you saw that, like like I said, we talked about the highs. We got to talk about the lows too. I remember when he linked up with Trump, and I'm like, bro, like, yay, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, you going far into it now.
right, like somebody like you always been aligned with the people. You know what I'm saying? Even when you was a little out there, you was far fetched. You know, some people probably called you crazy or whatever you was, but you was always in touch with the people. And when you did that, it's like you just went in your, you know what I'm saying? You just went out your way. You know what I'm saying? But even when you listen to his reasoning for rocking with Trump, what was his reasoning? He said, "Oh, here's a dude. You know what I'm saying? He knows nothing about politics. He knows nothing about running the country. So they told him he couldn't do it. And look, he did it.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Because that's how he explained why he aligned with dude. But I'm like, bro, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I don't like that reason. You know what I'm saying? Because that's no reason. Like the president, the presidency is it's a serious thing. You know what I'm saying?
Very
And
serious.
like you just can't like you gotta have the credentials. You gotta have the you know what I'm saying? Like you like that's not something you could play with, and not just the presidency, any position in politics. You know what I'm saying? Because people is looking at you. You get what I'm saying? Like even if you ain't got as much power as you would like to have, you just can't out and just make a rule or whatever the case. But the thing is, people look up to you. You get what I'm saying? Like in the country that we in, like we're taught all in school about democracy and all that. You know what I'm saying? So we're told that these people are for the people. So we look up to these people. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of you know what I'm saying. It's kind of irresponsible for somebody who ain't got the credentials to just be in these high positions because now they got this influence over all these people and they really don't even understand their power. But we going into a whole different topic
Yeah,
right
I
now.
was
But
gonna
let's
get into that
let's
later. I
keep
was
the
just letting
topic.
you. Hey man, I
Yeah,
was going like, hey,
yeah,
fuck it,
yeah, yeah.
Steph Curry.
But yeah, we gonna spin it back around. Yeah, but I just wanted to bring that
Yeah,
up to show you like that's just how his mind thinks. His mind is always thinking like,
yeah,
bro, constantly have to prove somebody wrong. You know what I'm saying? So he probably looked at that story with Trump like, bro, when y'all heard he was running for the president, nobody thought he would win. But look, he won. You get what I'm saying? So, but that's one of those things about it's like, bro, you just gotta let him. You just gotta let him. You know what I'm saying? You gotta let him spread his wings. You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
Because, like I said, he got all these ideas, and for a lot of it, like, and I give you a prime example: 808s and Heartbreak. That album.
Mm-hmm.
That's him showing you like it's a completely different style. You know what I'm saying? The way he's doing like the little singing, rapping type thing with the auto tune. You get what I'm saying? Like now, that what he did right there on 808s and Heartbreak, that's a whole genre of music now.
Yeah, he invented
Think
like a
about
whole
that.
different sound with 808s and heartbreaks. Like
You
that's
see what I'm
that's
saying?
relevant
And
today. Like you know what I mean.
exactly,
And then
that's
that's a
literally
strong
a
word,
whole
a
genre
genre.
of music
Like
now.
I mean,
That's a
we
whole
talked about
genre.
this before. Like I don't know if it, but we talked about it amongst ourselves. Like they need subcategories for hip hop bad because that sound right there is
Right.
definitely like a subcategory.
Like that, like think about it from your Travis Scott's to your
Kid Cudi,
who else? Your Kid
yes,
Cudi's, your Lil Uzi Verts. Like their whole sound is literally 808s and Heartbreak. They're just doing their own thing within that sound. You know what I'm saying? Like that's literally what they doing. Like and so for the people that's like probably not hardcore super fans like me and you,
mm-hmm.
they would look at they would look at 808s and Heartbreak as one of his lower tier albums. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it grew.
Like they
I'm gonna get.
they wouldn't
I'm gonna
put
let
it
you
up
finish your
there
point.
with
I'm gonna
the
get on that.
like they wouldn't put it up there with the upper echelons as far as like the college dropout, the late registrations, the graduation. Like they wouldn't put it up there with that. But look how influential it was. Like name your artist who they drop a whole album that, like I said, some people might not even consider one of his best albums, but it's still super influential in the fact that, like we said, a decade or so later, that's a whole genre of music now, and one of the top selling genres. Like we said, Kid Cudi, Lil Uzi Vert, Travis Scott. These are some like some high selling artists right now. They not just no regular artists. Like they doing their thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's like the Kanye blueprint is crazy. Like it's just like,
But yeah, what was you about to say about the 808?
oh shit, I was gonna do it when I shit. You mind if I take it away from here, brother?
Man, take it
All
away,
right,
man.
cause I don't like stepping on points and shit like that. So like, I'm gonna start from the top. I'm gonna start from the top, and then like kind of up to the point where you at though. So
Gotcha.
I'm gonna be honest with you, brutally honest. Like I talked about this before. Like I did not start off as a hip hop head. Like I'm gonna make that clear. I did not start off as a hip hop head.
What you start
Man,
off as?
snap music, D4L, all that shit. Like I started out.
And ain't nothing
Yeah,
wrong with
it's
that.
like
Ain't
where I
nothing
was
wrong with
from,
that.
like Georgia, like you know what I'm saying.
Right.
Yin Yang Twins, shit like that. Like you know what I'm saying. Like I had good artists I listened to. Like one of the first albums I ever got was um one of the first albums I got was Ludacris Back for the First Time. Um, Lil Wayne, Lights Out. So I started out a good artist, but you know, was hot as hot. You know, was hot as hot. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and that was like the time.
And what time
This is
frame is
like
this? Because like you
middle
said,
school
like
for me,
you a
like
little you
2002 through 2005. And
so age
yeah, like
range,
I'm
you
11,
like
12, 13. You know,
okay. Not because I'm making sure because like I said, when I got put on the I was like 8.
yeah,
So I was still young. So and in a way, I kind of grew with him as he
yeah,
grew.
exactly.
Like when you already a teenager, it's a little different. So
Yeah,
I get what you said. But go ahead, finish your
yeah.
thought.
So like, so basically, like college dropout, shit got no play on my fucking at the time stereo. That shit got no play. I ain't even lie to you,
Like purposely
huh?
though, like purposely, like you was just like, nah, like I
I
ain't into
ain't
that, or it
into
was
it.
just
Like
like,
I was just straight up, and then it makes so bad. My mom, she probably listening. She won that album from the radio station. I still didn't listen to it.
wow,
Still didn't listen to it.
wow. So you had it in
I had it
hand.
in hand, a physical,
So
no line wire, a
like
physical copy.
that. See, that's funny because like I said, I had it in
Yeah,
hand, but my pops was blasting it every
my
single
mom used
day.
to
So
listen to
that's funny.
Jesus
Like you
Walks.
had it,
Like,
yeah, like you had it in hand. It was
you
just
know what I
like, nah,
mean?
I ain't rocking with it.
Anyway, so my mom, like, she just wanted the album because of Jesus Walks, which was like a popular song at the time. So fast forward the story, like I was going through stuff in life when like freshman year, that was like the time my dad walked out on me and stuff. Like, so you know, just life was different then. Life was different.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, life
About
was
to get
different
real
then.
deep right now. Go
And
ahead.
I discovered late registration, like on the accident.
Oh, so you got on.
When I
So
needed
you
that
got
boost
on
in life,
kind of late. So you,
that's what he came. That's why
yeah.
Kanye gonna be
Hmm.
always, no matter what. Like I'm not gonna agree with all the stuff he's saying,
Yeah.
but he gonna always be near and dear to my heart because like he got me through some tough times. That man, and, you know that late registration
Right.
was like just cocky, you know,
Beautiful.
just like it's
Beautiful.
nothing like nothing was like that ever made at that time. You know what I'm saying? Like I never heard
Hmm.
nothing like that, and you know what I'm saying, like the confidence, the boasting, like just like to make a song called "We Made It." You know what I'm saying? Like it was just a dope like
Hmm.
concept, dope ideas, and like I just never seen an album made like that. Like in the production, like one of my favorites I already talked about. We Major.
The production,
He
crazy.
fucked up the song. He destroyed the
Yeah.
beat. Like it's nothing else he done. And then on the song, he went back in the studio just to drop some ad libs at the end of the song. If you remember, you know what I'm talking about, man.
Mm.
And that shit was
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
mind blowing to me. Like that shit literally fucked me up. Like man, the car rides with my
Yeah.
stepdad, like to go out of town, and like we black man. It just I don't know. That album blew me away. It's still to this day, like that's
Yeah.
probably my number one album by
So
anybody.
that, like I said, I was already yeah. I think
Like,
it's definitely, man. You know what's so crazy? Like I'm gonna take it somewhere else. So, because you said that, it made me think of this. Like if I just talked about just my favorite albums, you know what I'm saying, front to back, just albums. Like, bro, Kanye probably got 4 of the top 10.
that's
Like,
tough. Like, yeah,
you get what I'm
yeah,
saying? Without even thinking, because like so we know for a fact he got 5
yeah,
classic albums. Period. Whether you're a fan or not, he got 5 classic albums: College Dropout, Late Registration, Graduation, Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, and Watch the
yeah.
Throne.
You can throw 808 and Heartbreaks on there because just the impact.
But see, think about it like this: like
Mm-hmm.
me and you. we're Kanye fans. Like we love Kanye. Like
Mm-hmm.
Kanye is one of our favorite rappers. So we're
Yeah,
gonna
but
put
like,
that up there. But that's just us because we're fans. But I'm talking about people who just
yeah,
people who just listen to music, who probably just not a they like Kanye's
yeah,
fan, but they're not a you know what I'm saying? They wouldn't consider him one of their favorite rappers. They can't deny those 5 albums that I named. They can't even deny that those are
yeah.
certified classics.
You
Period.
like cheating yourself.
And that's right. And that's one artist. Like I said, we know for a fact he got 5 classics. Then you factor in the other joints that, like I said, me and you or Kanye fans, we might just like him because we just like Kanye, bro.
Right?
So like I said, like when I think about like my 10, if I had to take just 10 albums, bro, I think all 5 of them is in there. I don't know what order they landed,
Yeah.
but I think all 5 of them is in there.
And even his
You know what I'm
mid
saying? Like
albums are
that's
like
crazy.
better
Like
than albums that people have like any album that like somebody made for their whole career. Like, that are noteworthy.
absolutely. Because
Yeah,
I think
Life
the
of
life of
Pablo
Pablo,
was
I think
underrated.
because he had so much going on during that time, like outside of music, that people kind of didn't realize that that album is
And the
fire.
Life of Pablo,
Like that
like,
album is
bro,
crazy.
when you
Yeah,
go back
that
and look
album
at
is crazy.
that, like,
Yeah, go back and listen to that now. Like if y'all listen to this right after y'all done with this episode, go listen to the Life of Pablo and see
so
how
like
crazy that
aside
album is. Like that album is actually
crazy. Like
dope.
aside from the album though, the rollout for it was different. Like before, like, people like had
Mm-hmm.
okay, you have like merchandise and stuff like that. Kanye, the shirts that Kanye were making, simple concept, but everybody was rocking
Yeah,
them shirts. Like, you know what I mean? Every
like the I Love
Yeah, like
Kanye joint.
and
Yeah,
everybody bit off that idea. You know what I'm saying? Now, like, I mean, like now these days, like you gotta have merchandise with your stuff to like, it's like he,
but like now you see they having like the merchandise and the little bundles that be
yeah,
added into
it
your
is.
album sales.
Like some people do.
Because if you remember, if you remember, like a couple years ago, you remember that there was some discrepancies over who was gonna have the #1 album, DJ Khaled or Tyler the Creator, because they had like
Mm-hmm.
similar sales at the time, but it came down to like some bundles
Tyler.
that DJ Khaled had that he put with his didn't get counted towards his album sales, and the ones that Tyler had did. So that's what kind of put. But I had never even
Yeah,
knew that was a thing. That like
a
I didn't
lot of
know that
people
was a
do
thing. I
that.
didn't know that was considered
Like a lot of
along
people
with
do
your
that.
album
Like I
sales.
bought Future last album, for example. I bought a shirt, and then with the shirt, it came with the what you call it, like a code for a digital download. Even though I use, yeah, that's
And
how they
that's
touch it
considered
in there.
an album sale.
Yeah,
Damn.
so like you
See, that's
still,
crazy.
I guess 10,000 shirts or what? That's just I don't know the number. Sure, that's 10,000
Yeah,
units.
10,000
Yeah,
shirts. That might be
yeah, which
right.
is a smart
That's
idea.
crazy.
A smart
But yeah,
idea.
like it is. It is when you think about it, because that goes to back what we were saying about Ye. Like that's just the influence. Like not only can I got you listening to my music, but you wearing my
Yeah,
clothes too.
you know,
You know what I'm saying? Like you literally wearing a shirt that says "I
man,
love Kanye" with a hat that says Jesus going across it, and you got some Yeezys on your
man,
feet.
Kanye like so.
Like, and you got to think. If somebody asked you who your favorite rapper was, you probably would say Future, or probably say, "Look, you don't even realize that nigga,
Kanye
you
West.
head to toe
Like people
in
like
Kanye West gear."
they don't even like
Like, think
Kanye for
about.
wearing Yeezys. Like for
Go
real,
ahead.
for real.
That's exactly what I was about to say. Like, think about how many people. I, I remember I was I was I was watching somebody talk or whatever, and they was talking about whatever they was talking about, but it had got to a part where Kanye got brought up because his name is always in the media for something, and dude was saying how, you know what I'm saying, he ain't made no good music in a while, blah, blah, blah. And then the very next thing he said was, but I love the Yeezys though. Like, and it was just so funny because I'm like, bro, like, imagine. Like, cause you got different ways to look at it. Some people can be like, man, I would never pay that much for them Yeezys. I would never wear them clothes with the holes in it. But that music, man, you can't deny that music. And you got some other people who's be like, man, I mean, I'm not really a fan of his music, but man, I love them
Yeah,
shoes. You know what I'm saying? Like he just got this crazy, like he just got this
man.
aura
What it's
around
like,
him. You know what I'm saying?
he
Like,
got the glow.
yeah. He's like, bro, like he's exactly like he's literally like and I mean this like in the most respectful way. It's like he we know like we ain't into that weird shit. Like we know he's a human. We know he's a human being just like the rest of us. But it's like he just I remember Wayne had something he said when he was like, man, I feel big. Like not like weight, but I just feel
Man,
colossal. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how it is. Like with like certain people, it's like, bro, they just you hear the term like bigger than life, like they just bigger. You know what I'm saying? Like and Ye is just one of them dudes. Like it's just like. So this is another sidebar. If you you
mm-hmm.
remember the state property movie, right? But you remember that one part where they was talking about, I think it was Dame, and he was talking about how he had like the different
Yeah,
crews and
yeah,
like
yeah.
the different cities or whatever. And then he was like, yeah, then we got, Kanye West and his crew in Chicago. They're like the fashionable thugs. You know what I'm saying? Like, like that. And that was what? That was probably like '05, '06, '07. And it's like he still had that reputation of being super fly. Like, you know what I'm
It's just,
saying? Like he just, like he's literally, that's
it's
always been
crazy
him
though how
though.
many people bite off him.
Ye has
Like,
never been,
look at like the dad shoes
yeah.
now. Like every like big name is like making dad
Mm,
shoes now. You know what I'm saying? Like every like Louis,
yeah.
Gucci,
Like like
all them
as
dad
far as
shoes.
his clothes, like as far as his clothes, I see a lot of, but that's big with those type companies and like hip hop culture anyway. They do that anyway. They're very much inspired by hip hop
Yep,
culture, whether they want to
that's
admit it or
another
not. You know what I'm
episode.
saying? But like I see a lot of that with Ye, like a lot of his stuff be kind of like
Yeah,
redid in a different way. I see that with his clothes and I see that with his music. Like think about how many dudes. It's like, bro, this dude is like Kanye got a lot of
that
kids
would
out
not
here, bro. He
probably
got a lot
claim
of
to it.
children out
Don't
here.
be knowing they do stuff, but don't, you know what I'm saying? They don't know like, yo, this came from Kanye,
Mm-hmm.
man. Kanye birthed a lot of people. Like,
Right,
I mean, like,
right,
man, great.
right.
Like, and then like one thing I like about Kanye, people don't have like really big rollout on concept albums no more. Like,
Yeah,
I
he
mean, like
goes
I'll never forget like
nuts when it comes to
graduation,
albums.
the stronger video. He said, Hype Williams, give me $1 million, Hype
Listen.
Williams, make it happen or something like that. And like that, the video was
Mm-hmm.
crazy. Like the whole concept, college dropout concept, like
Shit,
man,
touch the
t-
sky.
man, late
Touch the sky was
registration,
another
the
one.
concept of
He
late
spent like $1
registration,
million
like the
dollars on.
interludes
Yeah,
on it and stuff like that. The skits,
yeah, the
like
skit. Yeah.
graduation, and then I'm still like this off subject, but I still want him to go back and do good ass job. Like I know that's another sidebar. Like man, he was supposed to do good ass job
Mm-hmm.
after he did 808 Heartbreaks instead of good ass job. Even though graduation really didn't flow with the whole like concept of the first two albums, but it was still an immaculate album. The big man, and then one thing though,
Bro, you
man,
remember
like
when? Mhm.
we haven't really talked about production wise like that much. We just been talking about bars.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah. Like, bro, so I was watching something the
mm-hmm,
other day. It was on YouTube. Like, so I don't know if you know this, but at one point in my life, like and I still do. Like, I was really
Yeah.
into producing heavy.
Yeah. We talked about it.
Like,
Everybody want to be on Fruit Loops.
yeah, like I had a friend. Yeah, I had a homeboy. Like, he had an MPC, and I would just watch him make beats and stuff, and I would just ask him, man, like, how you do that? And he was showing me how to do it, and I really got really into it, and I would just look up on YouTube like samples. Like, I would just literally, I just go, man, samples on YouTube, and it'll pop up like different videos, like, oh, songs that you didn't know were sampled, and you know what I'm saying, or like, or to be like, oh, where this person got this idea from, like that on YouTube, and I would just watch these different videos or whatever, and I'd be going through these little videos and watching like, damn, I didn't know that song came from
Man,
that song. Damn, I didn't know that. So then a video popped up and it was like it was basically like Kanye songs that were sampled. And I'm like, damn, I love Kanye. Like, let me click on that. And even when you look at the stuff that he was
next
sampling,
level,
it
man.
was like, bro,
I done this. I did the
like
exact
who
same thing
even
you
listens
did.
to that? like he like of course, like that's like me. Like, I listen to a lot of R&B music, you know what I'm saying? We all do. So like, let's just say I made a beat and I like took like an old Mariah Carey joint and flipped it. You would kind of see that, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, when you go and look at them joints that Ye was sampling, you like, bro, like
Man, bro.
look at the type
Like
of music
I
this
did the
nigga be
same thing
listening
you
to.
did. I was like,
Like, he don't even
I was
listen to the
like,
same
bro,
music.
how did you come across this shit first and foremost? Like,
Right. That like bro, how did you hear this? You heard this from this random group, this random person, whatever. This ain't even like whoever the artist he was using, this probably ain't even one of their more popular songs. You heard that and was like, bro, you know what? like like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even think about the like you brought up the Stronger. Like, he heard that Daft Punk song and was like, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is dope. Like, I like the way this sound, but it can be better. Like, let me take this, let me show you what I would have did with this. And made a whole nother joint, which you can hear it and you still hear the influence, or you can still hear the sound of Daft Punk. Like, you can still hear their song. Like, he didn't like make it a whole completely different joint, but he took it and was like, bro, I'm a make it my own way.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, bro, like, I was just going through and I'm just like, bro, like that, and that shows you the mind of him, because I'm like, bro, look at the stuff he even listened to come up with this stuff. Like for the song Power, like that. Oh, hey, like that's like a. I don't even think that
Yeah, it's
song is in
not
English. That original song is not
like
even
how
in English.
where did he do it's
Like,
like, man, what
like, where did you hear that at? Where was you sitting down listening to that at? Like, to think like, bro, I'm finna chop this
like
up and make this a joint. Like,
I'm talking
that,
about, like I seen
like,
him
dude
like
is
in
just
an
crazy,
interview. He
man.
was
Like,
saying, "Yeah, I got this shit from the Transformers cartoon." I was like, "What? You
mm,
got this sound from a Transformers
Transformers
cartoon?"
cartoon. Yeah, like that nigga just be watching cartoons. It was just like, nah, that's a song right
Man,
there. Like, like, like that nigga mind just different. Like, he just think different. Like, and it's like he one of the dudes that takes chances. Like, he don't mind taking chances. And there's a point. This is the point I wanted to say earlier. So y'all know by now that, I'm a fan of Drake. Like, I like Drake. You know what I'm saying? I get clowned about it all the time, but
mm-hmm.
Drake is dope. But I don't know who started this. I think it was Ebro. Man, shut
Go
up.
ahead, man.
I think it was I think it was Ebro who said this. He was saying how, I guess when Drake and Kanye, they was having a little beef or whatever, he was saying that, well, Drake got his whole style from 808s and
Yeah,
Heartbreak. And I really didn't like that because I don't agree. But I see what he was saying by that because it's like, bro, think about it. Before that, the whole rapping, singing, auto tune, you know what I'm saying? Like it's considered rap, but this nigga's really singing the whole time. Like that really didn't exist before Kanye did it. And like I said, that's a whole genre of music now. And now people take that and they put their own little spin on it. Like you don't even think about this, but think about it. 808s and Heartbreak, NBA YoungBoy. 808s and Heartbreak. Like, think about it. Like, of course, them two artists is two completely different artists. I would never say that YoungBoy is inspired by Kanye West, but just think about that whole concept of the singing, rapping, melodic, you know what I'm saying, thing.
Yeah.
Where did that come from? Like that wasn't in hip hop until
Yeah.
Kanye made that a thing. And then when Kanye made that a thing, everybody came on and you gotta think that's I think that album came out 10 plus
Yeah.
years ago now.
808 Heartbreak. I'm probably
So
almost
now
15.
10 plus years.
It came out. Yeah. Cause I'm almost 30. So yeah.
Yeah, like
About 50. Okay.
so now all this time later, people done remixed the sound and added their own things to it and took some things away from it, and now it's completely different now. But let's not forget where that whole thing came from. Like I said, you won't think about it. Like if I just wrote it out, like if I just wrote down the family tree and I was like, bro, at the top is gay and at the bottom is a Roddy Rich.
I
At the
ain't
bottom
think
is a,
about Roddy
you know what I'm
Rich. Like
saying?
he is kind of Kanye clone.
Like, bro, you would like you wouldn't think of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Until somebody maps it out for you and be like, bro, Kanye West inspired Drake. Drake inspired,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Future. Future inspired Travis Scott. Travis Scott inspired this. You get what I'm
Like
saying? And you
Kanye could
start
do
to
like
see, like,
I
damn,
might do that one day, man. That might be one of our projects one day for future rap. Like do like a Kanye
yeah.
inspiration family tree though. That would be
And that'll be so long because you got to think it stems into other places. Like, think about it. Like, we was talking about the Grammys. And you know,
yeah.
saying the Grammys is coming up again. And if you remember the year when J. Cole and Nicki
Mm-hmm.
Minaj, they was
Mm-hmm.
nominated for the new artist. But who won it?
Yeah,
We
it
don't
was
even
some
remember the guy
bullshit.
who won it.
Yeah.
Bon Iver, Bon Iver, however you say it, he won it. But just think about it. What family tree did he come from?
Yeezy. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, and he's in a completely different genre. Like, he don't make hip hop, R&B music. Like, he's like you know what I'm saying? Like electronic.
Mm-hmm.
He's in that world, look, look what umbrella it falls up under. Yay. And that just shows you the inspiration. Like, he be inspiring people in completely different genres because somehow, some way, whether it's through producing, sampling, whether it's just because like I said, he like to take those chances. He be dipping in, you know what I'm saying? Like man, graduation, like bro, that can be you know what I'm saying?
Graduation
Think
could
about
be
it.
a
Like
fucking movie, bro.
he can have a he can have a different genre. He can be in a different genre of music on the same album. You get what I'm saying? Like he can give you a hardcore, like heavy hip hop joint. He can give you some R&B, something that you can consider pop, something that you can consider gospel, all in the same album. And it all flows together and it's all makes sense and it's all cohesive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Like dude crazy. Like, and I mean that in a good way.
Yeah. So, but I mean, I hate to we do have to talk about it as we're gonna do the deep dive on Kanye. like as
Uh-oh.
this episode like kind of wrapping up, we got to talk about it. And this one thing I really want to talk about it. And this, I don't mean this in
Mhm.
a racist way or nothing like that, but black mental health is very, very important. Very important. It's a very
Mhm.
underrated topic. A lot of people
Mhm.
don't want to talk about it. A lot of people don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
And like, I'm gonna run point for a minute, man. so
Go
so
ahead, man. Take
like
over.
I see people like, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I participated, I got, we got, you probably seen me post memes and, yada, yada, yada. But like, man, the effect that you could just tell, like, you grew up on Kanye like we did, you could just tell from when his mom passed away,
Mhm.
that did something to him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody's gonna
Everything
love you
changed.
like family, like
Everything
loves
changed.
you, man. Like your mom, like it's
Like your
just in
mama.
general,
Yeah.
like people who genuinely care about
Yeah.
you, and like you could tell it just really tore him apart. Like he's not even the same. Like I
Mhm.
mean, even music wise, he's not even the same ever since that happened. You know what I'm saying? Like it just like kind of
Yeah.
pains me to see like a lot of stuff. Like, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this. I'm sorry, fuck the Kardashians. I'm sorry. This might sound, hey man, don't listen. If hey, you pissed off and I said fuck the Kardashians, hey, I'm sorry. Just be pissed off. We
Man.
don't need you listening. But it's just that shit just did something to him.
But
Just
they
dating, like you know what I'm saying. It's like I don't think like he has a strong woman by his side or any family. Like I know he don't really talk to his, Chicago family like that because of various reasons. Like
yeah. Bro, I like that you brought that up because
man,
I was gonna say that. Like think about it when he first
like
came out,
go like
like the
bro,
people he was around, like
yeah, and they still
Common,
buy him, but it's
Jay-Z,
not the
Talib
same. Like just
Kweli.
think of first album,
Yeah.
College Dropout, Family Business. When last time you heard a song like that before
Hmm.
from Kanye? So you could tell
Right.
like yo, he's going through. I
Right.
haven't heard a song like that in years since then for Kanye talking about how he's like with his like
Yeah.
family is a very underrated topic. Having people in your corner that loves you,
And now and now it's reported that him and
you
his
know what
wife
I'm
is getting a
saying?
divorce.
He said what number?
So now
Yeah, like his
I
wife is
said
getting
now it's coming
divorced,
out,
bro.
it was
It's like,
that they were
man,
getting
like I'm
divorced.
just
Yeah.
saying, like, bro, if you're going through something in life, man, it's nothing wrong. I've been through one. It's nothing wrong going to see a therapist or having like, I mean,
Yeah.
Mel, and then my other homeboy, Ma, and then various other people. They've been with me while I was going through stuff. Like, I had a lot of stuff going on at one point with, like, and then I
Hmm.
just couldn't really talk about it. But like, just being around love, that shit makes a
Yeah.
fucking difference. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Were you just janking with your
Yeah. It
homeboys, or
do. It do.
that shit makes a fucking difference. Like you need,
Yeah. Man, sometimes a little
yeah,
phone call about nothing can turn into a
yeah.
whole therapy session. Like when you
Actually
just
talking about
and not
what's
even
going
like
on,
when you just talking about your problem. Like y'all could just be laughing and joking and
man.
talking about good times, and that'll
What
bring you up out of dark place. You know what I'm
like
saying? Yeah,
just in
I get
general,
what
like
you're saying.
I was, you know, most people know I'm in the Navy or whatnot. I was flat broke, paying all kind of divorce money, and then I was just living with, sleeping on the couch in male house and my other homeboy crib. And then I was just like, some of the worst days ever. Like, ever. Like, I don't want to know what the fuck I'm gonna do next, money wise, mental health wise, like just general.
Hmm.
Like, you know, I just didn't know. Like, tomorrow wasn't promised on a lot of stuff, and then but just coming home, just jank, talk shit, go to the club, go this and play basketball, some shit like that. That shit made a world of difference of like my overall aura. So
Yeah.
like even shit going to get fresh,
And I
like
think,
just shit like
and
that.
I think,
You know what I mean?
right. And I think the point that you hitting on is like the people that was around him when he first started and when he was coming up and to where he got to where it's like, all right, bro, I'm at the all-time high of success. You don't see those same people around him anymore
Yeah,
for whatever reason. You know, of course his mom passed, So she's not with him because of that reason. But you got to think, him and Jay-Z fell out for a lot of
Yeah.
years for whatever they fell out for. You get what I'm saying? Like, so it's like maybe the people that was, what I'm saying, that he could talk to, that he felt closest to, he felt like they're not involved in his life no more.
Man.
You get what I'm saying? And with a lot of us, like a lot of us got somebody. Like if you listening right now, think of that one person that y'all was probably hella cool at one point. Like this was your homie, this was your dog, this was your bro, this was your sis, this was your, what I'm saying, whatever it was, y'all was super close. Y'all probably don't talk right now. Or y'all probably went through a long time where y'all didn't speak. And think about all the times where you probably needed somebody to talk to. Or you probably did something, you be like, bro, the last time I did this, I was with such and such. But y'all wasn't even in a good place. So you couldn't even call
Yeah.
them. You get what I'm saying? Think about what that did to you mentally, whether y'all cool with each other now again or y'all still probably not speaking. Like that'll do something to you mentally when you go over memories and you're like, damn, the people that I had them memories with, I can't even, what I'm saying? I don't even talk to them people
And that's
no more for whatever reason. Like
yeah.
that's like if me and you fall out and I go back and like listen to our podcast and I'll be like, damn, like we made some dope memories together
Exactly.
and we ain't even, what I'm
Like,
saying? We can't even relive
and
this
then
with each
like
other. Like
we
that'll do
looking at
something
from
to
our
you
point of
mentally.
view,
Like,
like with that, like you just, I'm glad you said that. I don't know, like how, like to be a mega star like Kanye. I don't know what it would be like to like go on Twitter and see like a million tweets say "fuck you, you piece of shit, you black bastard, you know this that," and like your
yeah.
kid is ugly.
Because a lot of people say that don't
It
bother
has
them. A
to.
lot of people like I'm gonna use yeah, I'm gonna use sports for an example. Like somebody can have a bad game and it don't bother them. But some people can have a bad game and then they get on Twitter and you know what I'm saying? They the number one trended topic. You look and be like, damn, I'm trending. You go look and it's nothing but people talking crazy about you. Some people will look
Yeah,
at it and laugh and be part of the joke, and some people will be like, damn, bro, like, why
yeah,
y'all talking crazy about me like that? You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we all
yeah.
still human, bro. Like, you get what I'm saying? And I remember, like, yeah, he had his whole thing where like he was not feeling TMZ or any paparazzi at
I
all.
completely
He was just not
understand.
feeling it.
Like
It's like,
when you,
and like, yeah, like people would be like, man, he get paid all this money. Like, you know what I'm saying? They just taking pictures. They just want to talk. They just want to do that. Like, man, that ain't nothing. But it's like, bro, it don't matter who you is. At some point, you're gonna want your property. You're gonna want your own time.
yeah, like you can't go to
like,
the, you can't
like you said, when he's a
go to
super
Walmart
mega
without
star,
somebody like fucking, I just don't.
right? Like I remember there was a picture that went viral. I guess Kim and Kanye, they was in the car and they was arguing with each other. But there's literally pictures of them in the car with each other, like she's crying, he's yelling. I'm like, bro, like why are we like like bro, if you I understand that's your job, paparazzi. I understand that's your job. Yeah, take pictures, yeah. But it's like, bro, when you just sit back and think about it, like why the hell am I in these
Man,
people's
what?
relationship like this? Like this shit is none
I,
of my
I
business.
know it's our job to follow like
Like,
media and stuff
but
like
they
that,
don't
but
think like
like
that. You know what I'm saying?
sometimes I have a hard time just
Yeah.
looking at articles and shit like that, like because it's like, yo,
Yeah, like
I
when it
gotta
get a
like
little
take
bit
myself
too
back.
personal, it's like, bro, I don't even. Yeah, like I feel like, bro, this ain't none of my business. Like I shouldn't even know this. Like,
Man, yeah, like this off subject, but
absolutely.
like also I was watching Manhunt. I don't know if you watched it, but I was talking about it earlier today. Manhunt, and like it's about spoiler alert, it's about the bomber in Atlanta. And so yeah,
Oh, okay,
yeah,
okay, yeah. I
Netflix,
heard. I
good
think
ass
that's on
show.
Netflix, right?
It's
Yeah,
not really gonna
I
tell
haven't
you
watched
like
it, but
too
yeah,
much,
I know
but
what you're talking about.
let's really not gonna tell you nothing at all because you still can watch it and be good. Anyway, so one of the reporters, like she reported, like she reported that about the bomber, and then she got real into his personal life and stuff like that, and like she was like, I'm talking about from like who was it was a bomber suspect. I take that back. It was the bomber suspect, and she got rid of some person like his dad walking away and his stepdad and all kind of stuff. And like it came down to it that this wasn't even the motherfucker who did it. And she that shit did something to her. Like she got strung out on drugs and all kind of stuff. I was like, man, she I couldn't really some shit I just don't touch. Like on this podcast, it might be some shit that we probably won't touch just because it's just I don't want to be that person that be that evil. You know what I'm saying? She had a hard time dealing with it.
Yeah, you got in our thing, like we're considered in the media, but it's like, bro, even with that, it's like you hear people say certain stuff like, man, it's my job to cover these things. It's like, bro, all right, but it's at some point you got to realize that, bro, this person that I'm talking about is a human being too. You get what I'm saying? Like I was saying earlier, like, yeah, these dudes do feel bigger than life. They do feel colossal. They do like they seem, you know what I'm saying? They seem more like superhero status than just regular people. But sometimes you just gotta bring yourself back to like, bro, these dudes is regular people, just like me. You know what I'm saying?
It's just
like when you got something going on with your old lady,
exactly.
you don't want the whole world to know.
Social media though.
Or even if they know, you don't want them taking sides. Like, oh nah, see, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, because we gonna fix whatever we got going on. You know what I'm saying? And y'all over here picking sides about something that y'all don't even know the details of, because this is our thing. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, it was like you see certain stuff, you like, bro, this is not none of our business. Like, why do we even know this?
Game, man. But back to Kanye though, man. It's like to deal with the shit he deal with, and it's like crazy. And then I think it's really he really needs some serious help. You know what I'm saying? It's like I think he really needs some help, and it's just it's blatant. J. Cole made False Prophets. That's one of my favorite J. Cole songs ever, because he basically kind of broke down his situation. I'm not even really in love with Kanye music no more. As new music I used to. I still listen to it. No matter what he made, I'm gonna listen to it. Give my opinion. Yeah, classics.
The classics is the classics.
I'm not even gonna lie though. I kind of like the whole concept of the choir concept. You know what I'm saying? I actually like that concept, but it's something I want to see live. I wish I knew how to go see it live, but
it sounds dope.
He had a few albums that I just don't mess with, but I could tell he's literally breaking down. You know what I'm saying? Me. I hope I never have to wake up one day and see Kanye committed suicide. I don't want to speak in existence, but we have to take it to that place, because I hope,
okay.
So we
I
gotta
didn't know
take
we
it
was
to that
going
place.
there.
I'm sorry to kill the mood, but it's just people treat him so wrong. You know what I mean? He's he said, he's a human at the end of the day. And he's literally deteriorating in front of our eyes. Every month is something.
But to kind of go on the other end, sometimes
he does it to
sometimes
himself,
he kind
but
of
it's
do it to himself.
It's yo,
he kind of do it to himself.
I don't know, man. If I could, man, I talked about this with somebody. Somebody asked me, if you could meet your favorite rapper or celebrity or this and that, would you want to meet him? And I was like, well, Kanye, I don't even know if I want to meet him. And you know what I'm saying? Because I would be so disappointed if dang, I don't even like this motherfucker, or damn, we don't even get along like that. I would feel
right. That's why. Yeah, that's why they say you're never supposed to meet your idols, because the image that you got in your head of them, you only seeing one side of them. You don't, and it goes back to the point I was saying before. Bro, this person is still a human being. Bro, me and you, we close, but shit, we disagree. There's a lot of stuff that we don't agree on. There's a lot of stuff that you will feel a way about.
But go ahead,
huh? Bro, we not even finna. Bro, let's do this.
man. Go ahead, man. That's another
All
topic,
right,
man. That's another episode.
another topic, man. I was in the middle of a point. You can't stop with your Drake hate, bro. Drake didn't do nothing to you, bro. All right, Drake is not the reason
Hey
she
man, he
left.
got me through the reason she left.
Anyway,
To be for real, I love Drake, but like I
it was
love
like I
Drake.
said, like, bro, people is people. Like, yeah, like your closest partner, man, your old lady, or your dude, whoever you in a relationship with, y'all don't even get along 100% of the time. So you gotta understand, like, bro, you ain't always gonna agree with the moves that somebody make. And like I said, when you dealing with like a celebrity type person, like, bro, you don't even know that person personally. You just like their music, or you like their clothes, or you like their movies, or whatever the case. You don't know them personally, like the who they are personally, and who you are personally might not even agree with each other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
Yeah. So, but yeah, man. Prayers to Kanye, man. Prayers to
oh yeah,
Kanye,
man.
and like
Oh yeah, man.
you're a
Big
hero to
ups to
me.
Kanye. And like I said,
No,
and the
my
reason
bad for
I
cutting you off.
wanted to, what was you saying? No, I was saying like the whole reason I wanted to do this episode on Kanye is because, and we're gonna do this more with like other artists, but it's like I just wanted to point out the fact that,
It might be
man,
a part two to this episode, but
this, yeah, like, oh yeah, definitely. You like, yeah, we could talk about Kanye all day, but it's like, but what I want to say is like, bro, if you're a part of this culture, this hip hop culture, black culture, whatever you want to call it, and you actually mean something to this culture, and you got influence, and you know what I'm saying, you cross over into that legendary status, like, we appreciate you. We probably ain't always
mm-hmm.
gonna agree with the stuff you do. You probably ain't always gonna be on the same side as whatever you got going on, but we appreciate everything you did as far as it pertains to the culture. Like, and you
100.
need to be celebrated for that. So that's why I wanted to even do this on Kanye. Like, and Kanye is one of them artists, like, a lot, like, a lot of people disagree with the stuff he's doing. A lot of people think he should stop talking so much, or think he don't know what he's talking about whenever he do talk, and you know what I'm saying. But I don't want none of that to take away from the fact that this man is a musical genius, a genius. Period. He's like the face of creativity and artistry. And like I said to start this off, to me,
Mm-hmm.
my humble opinion, he's the greatest artist,
Yeah,
pure artist
man.
ever.
Yeah, like he's like the closest thing to me hip hop has seen to Prince. You know, he's the closest thing we have to Prince. You know,
Hmm.
somebody who could do a little bit of just everything and do it well. Like, and I'm glad you said this. I'm glad
Right.
we did this topic. We are gonna do some a whole another show. Like I had, but he reminded me of this shit. So like the thing about it, I like this topic. It's like, so like if something happens, which God forbid, knock on wood, I'm actually knocking on wood right now. If something happens, like I want to be known that I was a Kanye fan. I don't want no confusion. I don't want nobody. I want to give Kanye his flowers while he's here, and while he, you know, and I'm gonna continue to give Kanye his
Yeah.
flowers. Like, you know,
Yeah. And just because that, and
yeah,
don't think you above
yeah,
criticism either.
yeah,
you do something stupid, bro, you will be reminded. Like I said, but I don't want that
man.
to take away
He,
from the greatness that you did. Like,
oh yeah.
unless you do
And
some
lighter
shit that's
notes.
unforgivable.
Stop
But
comparing my guy
I don't think
Kanye to fucking
I don't
Pharrell,
think
okay? Like Pharrell don't want this smoke for Kanye. They asked him on Drink
who
Champs because
did
we watched the
who,
podcast. They asked him
who
on
did
Drink
that?
Champs. He backed out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Pharrell doesn't sample. I will give you that.
Who
I
backed
will give
out?
you that. Pharrell doesn't sample. Oh, well, they
I
just
didn't
kept
watch the interview.
asking
What
like
happened?
Pharrell about different, you know, versus battles that he could participate in. Like he pretty much said, he just pretty much said like he don't really want. But I love like if you go. I mean, I ain't trying to promote Drink Champs. I love Drink Champs, but the thing he said makes so much fucking sense. Like for versus battles, okay. They asked for real, like, about doing a versus battle. He said, I don't know if he just basically saying, I don't think I'd be good at it because, like, I'm going to play this shit that, like, nobody knows that I just thought this shit was fire. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, that makes so much sense, though, right, man. Like, he said, I don't think I would win because, he going to be playing a B-side on fucking Justin Timberlake album and some shit that he thought he did his damn thing on that. It was a really good interview, man. He was talking about like a lot of shit.
Man, but when you be talking about Kanye and like versus battles, we just talking about producing. Because you brought up Pharrell's a producer. Like, yeah, he made music, but we know him more for producing. But I don't think that's what anybody wants. Like I said, Kanye is the best artist. In my opinion, I don't think nobody want that from Kanye.
Yeah, like, we talking about overall. Like, I don't think nobody. But...
we could do beats. We could just do songs. Like wherever y'all want to take it. Y'all don't.
Twitter
y'all don't want that with
that's
Kanye.
what they wanted at first.
And y'all know that.
Well, you remember at first versus started though.
Yeah, right.
As just producers. Yeah, back then they were talking about him.
Yeah, I want to see some more producers get back in there.
They do need to do like. I'd love to see like some more producers in there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, I had fun with this. Just a brief. You know what I'm saying? I know Mel, he kind of pissed off about his Steelers though, but man, what you got predictions for the playoffs?
Well, neither one of my teams did nothing. Like you brought up the Steelers, yeah. They made the playoffs, but they didn't win. Panthers didn't even make it. So what we got the NFC Championship. So my pre-predictions was the Packers and the Chiefs. I actually said this because I said the Chiefs was going to repeat, but the Packers was going to be there. So it's looking like I'm pretty much on point. But Mahomes got hurt, so I don't really know. But I'm gonna stick with that. I think Packers, Chiefs gonna get into the Super Bowl. And I think the Chiefs,
even though I got a love-hate relationship with Tom Brady since he left my team, man, I think I'm gonna go Tampa Bay Chiefs. I'm gonna go Tampa Bay Chiefs, and I think Chiefs gonna win the Super Bowl. Yeah, that's my.
Yeah. I just hope Mahomes is 100%. I don't need him to be. I know, you know what I'm saying, it's the playoffs, you know. Like I said, they got Super Bowl aspirations. I don't want him to go out there, rush himself back onto the field, and then get seriously
concussions are nothing to play with, man.
You know what I'm saying, now in his career. Yeah. So he's in the concussion protocol. I don't want him to be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Oh man, we got this big game coming up. Yeah, I'll be fine. And you go out there and get hit again. And that, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't even like to think like
career killers.
Like, but I just want him to, yeah. But I think he should be all right though, man. With this week off, I think he need to just chill. And I think they're gonna do it again. But it would be dope to see.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, Aaron Rodgers get another one. Because he got one a long time ago. So to see him get another one, that would be
always
dope.
Been an Aaron Rodgers fan.
Shit, think about all the greats, all the great quarterbacks. You know, they got multiple.
This shit crazy. Aaron Rodgers, like Brady still in it. Aaron Rodgers look like he almost about ready to retire. You know what I'm saying? Drew Brees just retired. Good riddance. Okay, but you could say
Is he gone?
Yeah, he said.
Is it
He
official?
said
Is he
that
gone?
yesterday's game was his last game. Good riddance, because I don't like how he started the season. They're making so bad. I kind of rocked with Drew Brees before this, but hey, bye. Go to the sportcaster booth, bro.
So we gotta go. Oh yeah, you know he gonna walk into
It
one of
seems
them
boring though, so I might not want to hear
one of
him,
them
man.
sports
It
casting
seems boring,
jobs.
man. Yeah,
Yeah, but
they
you know they
do.
always
I
give
don't know,
quarterbacks a chance.
but
Oh,
Romo.
you Tony Romo.
And then he tried to play Deion Sanders. And Deion Sanders sparked his ass.
But look, like I think
Yeah, a
he
lot of
making
them
more
are.
money now
You know, a lot of them are. Hey,
as a
and
commentator.
this is a plug. Hey, y'all need us the sports cast for y'all. Hey, we here. Okay, send the paperwork. Okay.
Hey, hey,
we'll, hey,
we
we'll
can do
do
that too
it.
now. Hey, we can do that too now. It ain't gonna be conventional like y'all used to, but it's gonna
Hey
be
man,
entertaining.
but hey, to all the listeners out there, man, appreciate y'all for listening. If y'all made it this far, y'all have a special, special, special place in my heart. You know what I'm saying? So go download the episode on your favorite platform. We got a lot on. We got Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Go download, go like, share. Follow the Distance Relatives podcast page. It's on Instagram and Facebook. We like hopefully we're gonna have a Twitter up soon, and this episode will be on YouTube soon. In the last episode, we got more things to come. If you want to collab, hit us up. We'd love to do something with you. Got a lot of stuff in store for y'all this year. I'm looking forward to taking this journey with y'all.
Yeah, and I want to end this. You know what I'm saying? It's only appropriate. I got to end this with a quote from Kanye. You know, Lady Gaga is the creative director at Polaroid. I like some of the Lady Gaga songs. What the fuck she know about cameras?
Yo, hey man, that's probably the best. We probably never gonna have an ending of an episode better than that shit.
You gotta end it just
Hey,
like that, bro. Drop the
until
mic,
next
bro.
time,
We
shit.
gone.